Hey there. I wanted to share with you a code that I just did called CodeAway. It's called like that because it lets me code away from my computer, like on an Uber ride or when I'm walking, so it's healthier. And it does that by automating some clicks on my IDE, like Cursor, or in other agents like Cloud Code or Codex. Anything that you can click on a screen, it works. So you can find the GitHub here. If you click on that link, yeah, the original website is called codeaway.dev, and I'm going to walk you through this UI and how to set things up so that the clicks work. Yeah, so if you scroll down to here, you'll find the two parts of CodeAway. So one is the automation and the other is the remote control. The automation is on your laptop. It clicks like the run button, the continue button, the fetch button, the allow button, whatever button, it clicks there, and you can even send some text automatically. Now, the remote control is when it lets you connect through your phone to your own laptop through a tail-scale local area network to, well, essentially give commands to your agents. So that's really helpful. And I'm going to show you how to set this up. So first of all, let me squeeze this down and show you here. AutoPress. I just clicked on this little icon because AutoPress also leaves on your tray after it's online. And it's a bit overwhelming, but I'll let you know how this works. It starts at the very top. So when you press this start button, it's going to take one screenshot of all screens every 10 seconds, for example. You also can change the key to enable starting and stopping. Now, out of this screenshot, this is where we're going to find the particular places where we should click or where you should perform other actions. So those are the rules. You should put a particular rule to click in particular places. We have some color-based rules, like click on a particular color, and we have some pattern-based rules. The pattern-based rule, you have to capture a pattern. Let me show you how to capture a pattern, actually. So let me switch here to the other screen. I have quite a few Cloud Code Windows extensions opened in Cursor, and you'll see here the S button. This is a basic rule that only clicks on when it finds it. So I'm going to capture it here, and this should be enough. And yeah, if I run yes, it clicks there essentially, and then it keeps clicking until you set it to stop. That's it. As simple as that, really. And you can test the rule before you run it. In this case, if you take the screenshot in the same monitor, they are going to be pixel equal, so they are going to match. But if you move this to another screen, and so your screenshot is from another screen versus compared to where you're running this, then they are not going to match anymore. And yeah, and that's it. Yeah, you get here, click run, no match, 0. This is the bridge, because I have the bridge. I'll let you know about the bridge. Maybe this is a good segue to the bridge, really. One more thing before that. You can set other actions, like click, type, and enter. So in this particular case, for example, I have another rule here. Don't I? Okay, but how I would continuously send continue is by capturing, for example, this window here. This is what Claude says every time it's done. And yeah, and it's really nice that it also turns here green and then red on your, you can even use the key. Yeah, so you can see here. Yeah, anyway, so that's the automation part. Now let's see the remote control. How does it work, the remote control? I'm gonna come here again, stop, and change the bridge part. On the bridge, we essentially have a template that detects when the agent is idle. And whenever this template is detected, it will tell it will essentially mark a particular window as idle. So you have to set up even the windows that you want to consider idle, because how this is going to work is it detects this particular pattern inside a certain area. So you have to define that area. For example, this area here, I would define the first window as maybe this. Yeah. And so if it finds this pattern inside this window, it marks this window as idle. And then you can access this exact interface in this link. And yeah, you see that all windows are idle, but if I type something here, then even if I don't refresh, it will refresh automatically currently. Maybe not, but oh, it was too, okay. Think about a few things to do here. Yeah. And yeah, it shows that this one is, because it no longer finds a template in those windows, then it will mark that as busy, but then it gets idle again. And it's nice because you can also type here your exact message. So for example, list all files that start with ABC, whatever. And I'll press enter, and in my computer, it will send that message. And here, it will take a screenshot right after sending that message. So you see the message was sent there. So if you are on your phone, you are able to see this. And it is able to do quite a few other things. For example, scroll up and take another screenshot. Yeah, and it will take care of the scrolling up and takes care of another screenshot. Yeah, and then that appears here. This is way more stable on the phone actually. So let me show you how this looks from the phone. So what you do is you copy this link that you can find on the window as well, and I'm going to switch back down here, and I'm going to run a connection here to my phone. Yeah, unlock it. Oops. What's up? And you have to have your phone and your computer with Tailscale installed. So you can see here on my computer as well that Tailscale is there, and that's what allows you to keep them both in the same local area network. And so if you do that, you can come here. You can't put local host. You have to put the local IP of your computer, which I already know it's this one. Yep, and then you are able to do exactly what we did in the computer, but here. And actually works better from the phone for some reason. But anyway, you also have some options to enable or disable the rules that are going to auto click on things. You can get some notifications, yeah, or you can even auto refresh when things get to work. Yeah. So this one is, yeah, like I said, in my view, it even works better on the phone. Yeah, it'll update automatically to the busy state. 10 seconds later it should update, but you can also force the update, etc. So that's how it works. I hope you are able to configure this for yourself and just have fun coding remotely. You might have more time for your family or more time for walking and not being sitting down all the time. It's very easy to install. The GitHub is here. Give it a star if it's useful for you. And that's all. Take care.